Hi students, this is Ms. Vargas. I'm going to go over the lesson of 9.7, which is area of triangles. This is a lesson that we did go over in class. So let me remind you of the formula for this lesson. So you're going to find the area of triangles. So the area is going to be 1/2 times base times the height. So this here would be your base of the triangle, and this is the height of the triangle. So what you're going to do when you see a triangle, you're going to find what the base is and what is the height. Remember, not the slanted one, because like when, for example, when they measure you, like in the doctor, they want to take your height, you have to be standing up straight, and this would be your base. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take 1/2 times base times the height, and I'll help you out on how to do that. So let's go over this first example. This one doesn't give you a number down here. So what you would have to do is count how many units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So that would be your base. Then starting from here, from the edge, you would count the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the height is 8. Remember, this you would not be able to count. This is slanted, so do not use that one. So the formula is area equals to base times height. You write the formula first, and then we replace. All of this is multiplication, so times 5, and then times 8. What I would recommend for you to do, and we were doing it in class, it's multiply these two numbers at the end. 5 times 8 is 40, and then get half of 40. So some of you know automatically 20 is half of 40. If you really wouldn't know, you take the half of 40. So you divide by 2. And 20 times 2 is 40. So it's multiplying the base, the height, and then getting the half of that number. Let me go over another example. Like for example, here you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is your base. 1, 2, 3, 4 is your height. The formula, it's 1/2 base times height. So it's 1/2 times 5 times 4. This is multiplication, no parentheses. So let's multiply the last two. 5 times 4 is 20, and half of 20 is 10. This one, they already gave you the base and the height. So this would be 1/2 base times height. The base is 2, the height is 5. Remember, we can multiply the ones at the end. 2 times 5 is 10, and half of 10, it's 5. So let me go over examples from what you have on Google Form. Remember, you can always replay this video. If you didn't get some instructions, you just go back. So on this first one, what you would have to do is count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For the base, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And the formula tells you to get half of the base times height. Remember, the base is 7, the height is 4. You would multiply these two at the end. 7 times 4 is 28. Then you would need to get half of 28. If you don't know it by memory, what you would do is divide by 2. To get half of a number, you would always have to divide by 2. So same thing right here. You would have to count the units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, don't count the slanted one. You would count The ones standing up straight. 2, 3, 4, 5. So your base is 6 and your height is 5. So then you would need to follow the formula. For this question, number 3, your base is not this slanted one. The 90-degree angle would help you to determine. If we were to turn this one around, this now would be your base. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my base would be 11. The height would be 1, 2, 3. So the height is 3. You follow the same formula, remember, of 1/2 base times height. So the base is 11 and the height is 3. Multiply these two numbers and then get half of that. You might end up having a decimal, which is fine if you get a decimal. Let's go over another problem. The good thing about these that are next, they're already giving you the two numbers. You don't have to count. This is your base and your height. So we multiply. Just don't forget to divide by 2 at the end. Then, for example, this one, number 5, this is your base and this is your height. And divide by 2, make sure you do that. The base could be here on top, and that's fine. And this is the height standing up straight. Question number 7, this would be your height, and this is your base. So multiply 6 times 6, and then divide it by 2. This would be your base right here, the 9, and this is your height, which is a 2. Multiply 9 times 2 divided by 2. This is your base, and this is your height. Multiply 12 times 3, and then divide it by 2. You're going to notice that it really doesn't matter if you multiply 12 times 3 or 3 times 12, it gives you the same answer. The last question that is on Google Form is this question number 10. This is the base, and this is the height. You multiply and divide by 2. So then in all the questions that we have 1 through 10 on Google Form, it's supposed to be multiplying base times the height, dividing by 2. Make sure you go to Google Form and answer the questions. Thank you.